Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A. As you see tarot cards on your screen, you know it's time for a new moon reading. And this time around we're looking at the Scorpio Lunar cycle, so the month of November. This video is for my sisters and brothers, my Cancers, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising. Before I get started, if you feel like what I'm saying doesn't resonate with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I do have linked down below in the description box. This is going to be the typical 4-card spread, looking at the energy popping up for us, or the energies that we should be tapping into, any challenges or obstacles we might be facing. Because we are dealing with Scorpio energy, looking at where we need to duck off and diligently do some work. And as always, a quick little soul message, something extra for us to take away with us from the spread, okay? So let's just go on and get started. The first card that I have coming up in the spread is water. And I'm not surprised to see this here because we are under our sister signs lunar cycle, which means that the moon is in water, or that there's a water influence with this lunar cycle. So we are really feeling this Scorpio energy. It's actually really good for us, although when I go through these cards, some things may seem in the physical as if they're not the best, but underneath the surface, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens in divine timing, as it should, when it should, how it should, okay? So first I want to talk a little bit about the numerology on this card. This card carries the energy of the number 18, which breaks down into 9, which is the energy of ascension into new cycles, new chapters. It is raising your vibrations. It's also a karmic number that is associated with ending cycles and closing chapters. And I get this sense that this water energy coming up for us during this month is really taking on the energy of being a cleansing agent. So I feel like for a lot of you Cancer, there's a lot of things or a lot of plans that you have or a lot of goals that you're trying to achieve, and some of you may just feel kind of like you've been stuck, you've been stagnant, like things aren't really working out how you plan, how you'd like them to. I think this water energy coming in for us to tap into as well is to say, okay, tap into this energy of release. Let the water wash away and cleanse the things that you don't need to be carrying around anymore so that you can move forward into your next chapter. Again, remember, this is resonating with the number 9. So it's like, make this ending, cleanse your energy, cleanse out the space. Again, remember, Saturn is in your opposite sign of Capricorn, and my slogan for that is crumbling foundations to clear out space to make way for new pillars. So this water energy coming up for us Cancer during this month. And again, remember that water is also associated with emotion and intuition. So, things are going to be coming a little bit more clear to you. And also as you move through the motions and work through cleansing these things, you may be feeling that emotional heaviness being washed away, but in the same sense as it comes on, it can, like I said, feel a little heavy, but understand that it's coming up to be cleared out, to be cleansed, for you to release it, okay? All right. Next card I want to go into is in the position of the challenging or crossing energies that we might encounter during the month of November, and we've got the Magic Mirror. This is also a card associated with intuition, but this is a card of going within the self and listening to the self and the spirit and the soul in order to find answers. Pretty much the card of gaining clarity by looking within. But this is in your crossing position, so I have a feeling that these two cards together, there are things that you need to get rid of. There are energies that you need to release. There are things that you need to clear out. There are things that you're trying to do. And Cancer, you being the little water sign that you are, sometimes you can get frustrated and devote a lot of energy to that frustration, and therefore it manifests physically, emotionally coming up for you, okay? So you can be a little all over the place, a little, overwhelmed, a little, melodramatic, so to speak. This being a crossing energy is telling me that Cancer, you may be in a position to where you're not exactly sure how to start working on what it is that you need to clear out. You may not be sure of what it is that you need to clear out. This also gives me a little bit of the notion that you may not feel very connected with your intuition, with spirit, with your guides or your ancestors or your spirit guides, whatever. But as I say in a lot of my readings, you can turn these cards into upright positions. We definitely want to turn this magic mirror into an upright position to support that water energy of cleansing. Cancer, whatever it is that you've got to do to find your zen, so to speak, it's important that you do that during this month of November. So if you need to meditate, if you need to go out and actually be by the water, if you need to go take a hike or go sit in the park, sit in the sun, if you got sun. Where I'm at, it's been cold, but the sun is shining today. Whatever it is that you feel like you need to do, Cancer, in order to get back to the self, do that during this month of November so that you can actually go within and tap into that clarity to figure out what it is that you need to release with this water, what you need to cleanse, what you need to close the chapter on and move away from, so that you can ascend into your next chapter and your next spaces, okay? Next card that I have coming up in your spread, Cancer, is in the position of the Scorpio energy, where you need to do some work, and you've got the Rada Ungan, and this is the King of Air. And in this New Orleans Voodoo Tarot deck, this card carries this energy of knowing what to do, being swift, thinking on your feet, and taking action in regards to tapping into intellect and figuring things out on the fly, so that you can, achieve the goals that you want to achieve. So Cancer, this is all tied together. You've got a little bit of confusion here within yourself, and this is just saying your main goal this month is to turn this into an upright position, because once you do that and you go within and you find that clarity, you'll be able to tap into this Rada Ungan energy and actually be able to, make the moves that need to be made, and you'll understand the moves that you're making, and you'll be able to strategize in a way that it makes things successful for you, and so that things turn out abundantly for you, if that makes sense. I don't want to speak too much on this card because that's really, it just has a very blatant message. It's, do what you got to do here in order for you to tap into this energy. This is the energy that you're supposed to be in during this month. So you're supposed to be making change. We're underneath the fixed energy, taking action, and we're in the season of change, but you've got to figure out what changes need to be made. So figure that out. Turn this into an upright position so that you can actually tap into this energy for the month of November, okay? And the last card that I have coming up for you, Cancer, is in the position of the soul message, and a very beautiful message here. You've got soulmates. Where's the number on this card? There we go. Which carries the energy of the number 41, which breaks down into 5, which, as I was just talking about change and transformation and taking action, 5 is the number of change and transformation and adapting to new spaces and new energies. So for you, Cancer, it's important that you really do some work during the month of November. If you got to put in applications, put in applications. If you got to have some conversations, have some conversations. Bars. If you got to, make some changes, move some things around, shift your schedule, do that so that you can come into this energy of the soulmates. This is 2 messages here. General message is, for some of you Cancers, you actually may have a soulmate connection coming in for you, and that could be romantic, or it can be like a friendship, or just a deepening of a relationship with a family member or somebody that's already in your life. But on a more spiritual scale, in regards to your spread, the soulmate card carries the energy of harmony. So I think the message here for you, Cancer, is whatever you're tapping into, whatever you figure out about yourself and about your process, go on and make it happen so that you can start making the moves that need to be made to put you into the spaces that you want to be in. And again, in a successful space, in an abundant space, to where you are happy and content with the life that you're living, okay? So really harness that water energy. It's a very harmonious time for you, Cancer, and you need to tap into that energy of harmony by making the moves that need to be made. But first, you got to figure out what those moves are, okay? All right, y'all, that is our spread. If you feel like you have any questions or comments, or feel like you need your own reading, please talk to me down below, or check out my Etsy shop. I got that link down below as well. Excuse me, I've got the Scorpio Lunar, or the Scorpio New Moon video, which is talking about the collective energies that we'll be dealing with over the month of November. And also I have, what else is going on? Oh, we got a Scorpio Mercury retrograde. I have a video up on that as well, and that is currently happening too. Everything I just mentioned is in the description box. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.